All right, we are recording. Let's go through all the sort of first day administrative stuff. And we're taking a look at Canvas. So hopefully everyone's been to Canvas. When you click on the WebAssign link, if you haven't logged into WebAssign yet, it might take you to a weird link. So you click on WebAssign from the home page, it takes you to our course modules, which has pretty much everything for the course. Yours is going to look a little different since you'll be in student view, but you'll be able to see the WebAssign link. And then when you click load access WebAssign into a new window, it should take you to the homepage for our WebAssign course. For me, for whatever reason, this link doesn't work. Engage page here that looks like this. So if it takes you to a page that looks like this, it's not correct. Open up a browser, and if you just search for WebAssign CU Boulder, you should see webassign.net Colorado login. So when you click on that link, the specific web page should look like this. So you still see the Cengage logo, but then you see the WebAssign at University of Colorado Boulder login. So if you haven't dealt with WebAssign before, we have a specific University of Colorado Boulder login. So if you're not at this specific sign-in page, it may not let you sign in. And then your login credentials are just your usual identity key and password. Do pay attention to the dates. WebAssign, unfortunately, isn't integrated with Canvas. So when you're looking on Canvas for all the assignment due dates, for the written homeworks, the quizzes, the exams, those should all be built into Canvas. The only thing that is not are the WebAssign due dates. So the WebAssign due dates you have to keep track of yourselves. So make sure you're coming to WebAssign and you're looking at the due dates on the WebAssign assignments. So you have Appendix A, WebAssign will be due in a couple days on the 13th. WebAssign or Appendix A and looks like Section 1.1 will be the first assignments you guys got to do. So pay attention to those due dates. You should be routinely checking WebAssign. There's usually 3 or 4 assignments, I think, due every single week. So every couple of days, you're going to have an assignment due date. So get in the habit now of checking those and just being on WebAssign and keeping track of when the due dates are. And of course, most importantly, make sure you can log in. I believe most people should be added. If you just switched to the course recently, you may not have an account yet. So let me know. I can sort of track down the right parties to make sure we get you added into the system so that way you can get started. Otherwise, schedule, important thing to take a look at. Right now, today, we will be covering Appendix A in the book. So this is all, we're going to try to rush through trig almost all today and a little bit into tomorrow. So I will try to end this kind of stuff early and really get into the lecture today. On the schedule as well has all of the due dates. So you guys are going to have written homeworks due every Monday. So it's a little weird. It looks like it's kind of assigned on this Friday, but the due date is January 16th for the written homework. Oh, no, sorry. Wait a second. Sorry, the WebAssign due January 16th. The written homework due January 17th. So that'll be on Mondays. So pretty much every Monday is when all the written homeworks are going to be due. So as such, since written homeworks are due on Mondays, I'll have my office hours on Mondays as well. So if we go to the instructors and TAs page, hopefully most of you guys saw that. I assume since most of you guys are here, where all the Zoom links are. And then my office hours are written here too. So Mondays, 11 to 1, and then I'll have Wednesdays, 11 to 12 as well. So for written homeworks, I like to have office hours on written homework due days. Those are usually pretty busy since most people are trying to finish up their written assignments. So 2 hours after class, we'll be able to do homework problems or review any other questions, any other problems. Please come to office hours at the same Zoom link. Once we get back to in-person, I think our help room or our office hours room is going to be ECCR 244. So I'll have to find that ECCR. It's a little bit of a maze, but once you spend some time there, you get used to it. And then same times once we're back in person. Let's see, anything else we wanted to go over? Let's see. So make sure to just pay attention to exam information, all the dates, all the exam archives. Of course, they're going to be good for studying once the exam time comes up. And of course, look over the syllabus for the grading policies, breakdown of grade percentages. Let's see. There was one extra thing I wanted to take a look at. Let's see. Maybe it's back on this instructors and TAs page. Ah, yes. So recitations, everyone should have enrolled in a recitation. And then work group. So we wanted to talk about work group, make a brief announcement for it. So what is work group? Work group is, it's just like an extra study session. I believe it's held on Thursdays. Let's see. Yeah, work group time. So I believe your guys' recitations are Tuesdays. Yep. And then work group are Thursdays. So work group is just like an extra problem solving practice session to get you guys ramped up and caught up to speed with any of the classes. So, or any of the lower division classes. So there's work groups for all levels, pre-calc, calc 1, 2, 3. And it's really just to help you iron out a lot of the issues that you might have. So this being Calc 1, you guys are really just getting started in your engineering, computer science programs. I assume most of you guys are engineering and computer science. So you got a little bit of ways to make some headway before you really get into some of the harder upper division stuff, especially once you get past Calc 3. And so the problem mathematically that we see is really, in an engineering perspective, it's a study of like error analysis in some sense. So if you're like a B, C student, maybe in Calc 1, well, maybe you've got 10, 20% margin of error where there's certain concepts that you're a little weak on, a little rusty on. All of the concepts with these Calc 1, 2, and 3, and pre-calc, I guess, below that, they build on each other with this sequence. So it's really imperative that you really master these skills as you move on into the next class. So that means if you're a B or a C student, well, you're going to have 20, 30% error in Calc 1, and then all of a sudden you move into Calc 2, and then all of those errors are going to stay with you. You're still, weak on certain concepts, and those concepts are going to come up again in Calc 2. Then all of a sudden you're getting lower grades in Calc 2, not to mention some added errors that you're getting from Calc 2. And so now all of a sudden you're C, maybe a D student, and then all of a sudden you got to take Calc 3, and Calc 3 is really kind of the next level. It really gets you guys into the next sort of order of thinking and problem solving. It's a lot less formulaic, it's a lot less algorithmic. And in Calc 3, all of the Calc 1 and 2 concepts are going to come into play. And then you've got this next level of thinking with Calc 3. And then all of a sudden you're really, really struggling in Calc 3. So what is work group? It's sort of designed to help you guys catch up on those errors that are kind of building throughout your progression through this sequence. So if you're an A student, if you're used to, learning everything on your own, catching up on all of the errors or any of the pre-calc concepts you might be weak on, and are pretty solid with, doing all of any of the old practice exams, you score very well on all the exams, this is probably not going to be for you. But if even if you just struggle a little bit, like if you're a B student, so you're pretty solid on all of Calc 1, but you might have a little bit of issues, or if you're a C student where you're moderately good on Calc 1 topics, but there's definitely some room for improvement, work group is going to be for you guys. So it's a pass-fail course, just a 1 credit hour thing, and it's designed to kind of help iron out some of those misunderstandings, help you boost you up a little bit. So that way you're a lot more prepared once you jump into the next math class in the sequence. So check that out. I believe enrollment is open for a while. So you can, check it out. You can join that link. Even if you don't want to enroll, just see what goes on there. And then I believe enrollment is open at least for like 4 weeks or so. So you can add late
Terrifying, man.
and not worry about like the grade or anything. And again, it's pass fail. So it's really just it's a work group. It's there to help you guys, not really put any extra stress or any extra grading issues for you guys. It's really there to just help you guys practice and get better. Okay. Anything else? I believe that's it. So let's get into lecture today. Let's look at the homepage again. Syllabus, schedule, written homeworks. Check those out. So the next one's going to be due on Monday. Recorded lectures and notes. One note on recorded lectures. These are all old recorded lectures. So mine, I'll figure out how I'm going to post them on Canvas. I would rather not post them on Canvas. Canvas is a little clunky for uploading videos. So I think what I'm going to do instead is I have a YouTube channel that I've been using for all of my past classes that we've been doing on Zoom. And it's much easier to upload and keep the playlist organized. So I'll probably do that with these lectures for these first 2 weeks. And I'll send out the links once I have those all set up. And I'll do that later today, directly after lecture. So I'll let you guys know. All right. So I believe that's it. Technical help, FAQs. I think most of this stuff you guys should be pretty good. Being the engineers and computer science stuff, hopefully all the technical issues you guys know how to problem solve. All right, so let me go ahead and